15. So in day 14, I had a pretty good run. There was a little bit of disappointment with some mistakes I made, but a couple noteworthy things happened. First of all, something I've wanted to do for a while, which is being able to turn the lights back on in the dark room by finding the circuit breaker and doing that. And I was correct that I was seeing some documents um, and pictures that I hadn't seen before. And in one of those pictures, the only thing that I really got from it, and there's probably a bunch of things I didn't get from it that I'll eventually learn. But the one thing I did was it showed a tree in the orchard with some numbers on it, and I'm hoping those numbers are the combination to the padlock that's on the orchard gate. So I'm gonna head back there. Um, other noteworthy other noteworthy thing is that I checked out a copy of Swimbird in the library the day before, and so that shows up the next day, which was day 14, I believe. And I read through that. I didn't get any references that I thought were noteworthy from it, but one thing I did see, and I didn't expect this, but the card that shows the checkout history. I'm curious if that tree is still there. In the photo, no, this was the tree. So someone cut it down. And let me just double check the screenshot I took. Shows 11/28. I saw the Swimbird book had been checked out by a bunch of people. One of them claiming to be Simon, but it appeared to be written by a child, and it just said Simon in very childlike letters. And we were not a child. In fact, the author was our daughter. So we were probably 40 or 50 at the time. And then when we checked it out just now, our signature looked very different. So there was something very odd going on there. We also saw that a detective had checked out the book just a month after her disappearance. And then the last noteworthy thing is that I came across a couple, let me back out of this real quick, at least a couple new floor plans. This is day 14 right here. Oh, I can't mouse over it, but the pool was new to us. I didn't find anything interesting there, but it has an interesting effect and it was new. The mailroom was new, and I was able to do something that I can't read now because it won't let me page through it, but that maybe shows up today if I get the mailroom today. I got the foundation, which is an interesting one because I had read about it in a note that was showing that the elevator controls for the foundation are accessed from the room that you place next to the foundation, which was the mailroom in this case. But I think that what you need to do is actually choose a room whose door is facing towards the foundation, and the mailroom didn't have that. So I wasn't able to access the elevator controls, at least that I was able to figure out. So that's unfortunate. There's something in the foundation that you're able to take an elevator, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to that soon, but it seems to require a lot of luck. And I believe those were the only two noteworthy, or the only three new noteworthy floor plans. It does say I got 4 new floor plans. And then I made a huge mistake on C6. I chose the courtyard and it doesn't show any pictures, and I really need to confirm the letter for that one, so that was really unfortunate. I was beating myself up over that. Hey, what the? Oh, there's actually an arrow there. Okay, let me try this. The number I got was 11/28. So 1, 2. Please don't make me do more work. Okay. All right. I had this fear that it was actually going to be like we had to do some research to figure out the significance of that. The apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite starting tomorrow. You will start each new day with an extra 20 steps. That's pretty awesome because there's probably nothing I can see in here. That's pretty awesome because there is one room I can choose that allows me to open special rooms with steps instead of gems. So that might make that a little more viable. Last time I used that, it turned out to be a mistake because I used too many steps doing that. Ooh. Let's see, does this turn on another one of those flames? I already had 2 on. Okay. 1 more to go. I wasn't sure previously if those two flames in the back were actually flames, and it appears that they are. So that's big. Nothing in there. Bird bath. Let's check out what's in this little shed. How come this one's not turned on? All the other ones are generating smoke? Oh, maybe I stole their energy source. Can I take any apples? No. Cool place though. Can't take the hose or anything. Alright, we've got the gardener's logbook. April 10th, 1992 to a date that has yet to be written. Robert Nogola, groundskeeper, says, when I first came on the estate in the capacity of a new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms in the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in my first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, inasmuch as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Among my many commissioned duties, I've been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance, drive, and east yard. Fortunately, I haven't been to the east yard. I haven't found a door off the east side. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. I vaguely recall that there was some kind of closure of the west wing. It doesn't really seem to affect the floor plan because I can still place tiles over there. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. Okay, so the greenhouse is where I found the potential use for the broken lever. That was on the east wing. So the other switch that the lever can change, which seems to be necessary for getting through the antechamber, must be one of those other green rooms. I've been to the patio, I think, but terrace, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, secret garden, I'm not sure I have. The soil survey. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from the survey only ever appear on the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort, As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. I'm not sure the significance of the flowers, but what is it saying about the fruit? The room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens. Oh, I see, okay. I haven't done the gardens, I don't think. But apparently if you choose that, it'll spread fruit throughout the house. Maybe I have done that. And so if you place the gardens or the greenhouse on one of those darker brown squares, then they'll have a bigger effect. And if you place it on the X, which reminds me of another X I've seen, but if you place it on the X, then probably it'll have no effect. Smudge pots. Okay, we just saw those. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including but not limited to the orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and the high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. Oh no! The winter months. Okay, so right now it's still November, it's not the winter. But I guess if I continue to play into December, maybe I should actually be turning that flame off. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I've submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda, currently in the cloister, with the much more appropriate angel, Rhina. I'm gonna screenshot that. Orinda is a familiar name. We've read a lot and seen a lot about Orinda. After all, oh, here we go. Okay. So I mentioned in the last day that each of the angels appear to be holding something unique. And so this one, oh, he mentions it in the chapel too, but this one is called Rhina. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. Who's Anne? And she wonders why I avoid tending to the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner garth. I don't know what an inner garth is, and I'm too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. The cloister? Let me just add to my notes. Secret in the cloister. My best rendition, pretty good considering I've only ever seen Rhina's depiction in the chapel. So Rhina is holding, I don't know what that is. It's pointy on the bottom and then has some kind of weird handle at the top. But she has an interesting hat on as well. Okay, that was it for that, I think. Yeah. Let me just see if there's anything else I should have screenshotted here. We've seen that shovel twice. I should screenshot this for sure. I don't know why I didn't. Okay. Anything else in here? What is that? Oh, it's like the only time I've ever seen that it was holding a gem. But why is it laying on the ground? Okay. Hmm. Okay, so when I turned this valve over here, I turned off these smudge pots. And that will affect the apple yield in the winter. So starting on day 16, I'll get 20 more steps. I'll start with 70. There are the flames over there, just missing one. Since I'm out here, I'm gonna head over to the outdoor room. Or outer room. Is that what it's called? Yeah. What do we have? Schoolhouse. Shrine. I've done the shrine. Tool shed I've probably done, but the schoolhouse I haven't. Adds 8 classrooms? To today's draft pool. What is a classroom? Have I ever even seen one classroom? Hey, Herbie. That's our brother. Our older brother. What? What? No way. What are the chances of that? What are the chances of that? So what's it gonna do? There we go. That's what I'd like to see. Some kind of elevator? Telephone booth? Alright. That's a nice way to start off the day. What do we got here? Nothing? Oh, I can open this maybe? No. Who puts a belter on their books? Nothing there. Oh wait, what? Closing address. For the last 38 years, it's been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility, and meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Redington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes these many years ago, but for all the fundraising she's done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Redington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson. Our future principal and my reluctant successor, who I might add, forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps and building Redington yet another school, and for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. She doesn't give a year. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today, whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace. And yet, what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I'm still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end? Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. Anything here? I'll screenshot it just in case, but... What was her gift? It's just that one paper, right? Yeah. Within a timely manner. But manner is spelled the wrong type of manner there. Anything with the chalk? No. What else? I have to go explore that new elevator. Okay. I'm 10 steps down, but it was a good start to the day. Opening the orchard and getting this new room, getting new floor plans to draft, and also igniting 2 more flames. Now I have to make my way very slowly because there's no run button. Hopefully I don't have to light all these. I believe there's a door? Yeah. See, the first time, before I got the sledgehammer, I thought this would be a good use for the sledgehammer. And maybe it is. Maybe they didn't tell us that, but maybe it's actually something you can do. Do the 4 lights mean something? Nope. Alright, let's check it out. We're in a cave system. What the? Looks a little dangerous. Ooh. Kind of miner's hat. Assay 502 Scripps and Rudford Mining Company, Excavation Department, Foreman's Log 3, date 7/2/1915. As our client, Thomas Sinclair, suspected, the arches that were visible from the south cliff were part of a much longer arcade carved into the rock face. Last week, when our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible. But after only a few days of clearing vines, moss, and dirt, we've uncovered a dozen more. Our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we've surveyed has ended abruptly, and every promising path leading deeper into the mountain has been blocked by tunnels packed tight with soil, rock, and debris. This site is either much older than we had first assumed, or someone deliberately had these chambers buried. Let us snapshot that. So, there's something underground. Are we going under the house, by chance? Why did they carve so close to the edge of the cliff? What is that I'm looking at? Some kind of horn? Let's take a look outside real quick. Whoa. Whoa, can we do that whole thing? what are you? Ooh, I think I have some answers for this. If this is doing what I think it's doing. Let me pull up my notes. Oh, wait. This may not be tied to any rooms because the rooms aren't static. What can I do here? I can place a pawn. Now the question is, what color are these pieces? Hopefully this isn't something where I can make like a permanent mistake. I'm just assuming they're black. It's hard to tell in this color. They're purple. It's kind of like that dress that appeared on Facebook like 15 years ago that nobody could tell what two colors it was because purple could mean white or gold under certain light, but it could mean black under different light. Okay, what about that? What do you think of that? Maybe this affects the randomization of the floor plans. Maybe I come here to one of my complaints has been that I feel like this game should at some point give you the ability to earn a little more control. So maybe this is one of the ways they do it. Or maybe it is just a puzzle that can be solved and I didn't solve it. But I know for pretty certain they showed us the queen sitting on d8. So, if that was the puzzle, the only question was where to put the pawn. Since it could go anywhere on that 7th rank. Foreman's copy, do not remove from sight. Realm and what? Sigils of the Past and Present by Professor R. Willard. Fenn Aries, Robert Bird and Sons, 1905. Okay, I don't know what that first paragraph says. Ooh. There's a picture here, and a little bit of artifacting. Very strange, bright white shining through that I do not think they intended. Oh. When I screenshotted it, it went away briefly. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They've been found in every era and every culture and predate both written texts and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular markings of design found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of the kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meanings. Okay, we're definitely screenshotting these pages. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of 4 things. The core, which is a pentagon in this case. The dividing lines are rays. There's 4 in the example on the left. The moats, which I guess are like the B shape or crown shape ones in the left example, and then the border. The core at the center of each sigil is a unique... Oh, and it doesn't tell us. But I think we can piece together those names. Unique shape different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, it's important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all of the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we're describing. Orinda, I bet Fen Ares, and then I don't know the rest. The rays. Forth from the core, becomes something dividing line, splitting the sigil from one sigil to another. The rays differ in number, style, and something. Make differences and immediately reveal several things about the realm. Counting the rays in the sigil will reveal something about transportation. Interesting. I wonder if we'll find these pages somewhere. Okay, let's screenshot that. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorching air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of bent curve lines. On each sigil floating between the rays are small figures called motes. From the shape and style of the motes used on the sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they consider themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. Tribal is a primitive realm. Hunter and gatherers. A bean, maybe, is agricultural. Yeah, a bean or a seed. Harvest and farming-based society. This is the one that we saw. Martial. Military. Metropolitan. Academic. Industrial. Spiritual. And poetic. I don't know if I screenshotted this. Have we seen any of these? I'm not sure if I've even seen a sigil, but I probably have. Around each sigil is an adorned edge serving as the container for the information within. There are 8 different borders corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. Putting it all together by studying the core, rays, motes, and border, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. Banners, martial, fog? Fog. And red. Why does it say banners, though? I have no idea the significance yet. What a random fork in the road here. Really was not expecting that. Okay. So I guess we can't get to those other arches seen over there. I'm curious about this door. Will I be able to open it? Man, I'm wondering how much more of this game do I have? I feel like I know enough to open the antechamber and get through it. So what role does this all play? And can can I move the pawn? Yeah? Doesn't matter. Alright, an unexpected little detour here. It's called the Precipice. I thought it would be cool if it went under the estate and you could kind of start your day somewhere in the middle. And maybe that's what the foundation, was that the name of the, where is it? Right here. Yeah, the foundation, that goes underground as well. And next time I get the sledgehammer, I do want to come out here just in case there's like a secret use for it. So 15 steps later, here we are, starting our day. Let's go. Oh yeah, we get our allowance. I wonder if we can collect it. Like, will it build up? Let's do the bedroom. We'll open all three. Mailroom, your package has been delivered, but it's also a dead end. What did I order? I can't remember. Let's just go in there because we're gonna come back out anyway. Is this my package? Customer's copy, packing slip, the Cinca Company. Date packed 11/20 by K. Thompson, Department 604, serial number 11-57785. Items included, brass compass and gems. I will take it. I will take it. Nothing else of note. Got myself 4 gems already. The den would give me another one in the classroom. While drafting in classroom, you may draw new floor plans one time for each compass in the room. I think that maybe that's called a compass. I was calling it a protractor before, but I think that's wrong. Classroom puzzle. Can you find the difference? Haha. You know it. What is this? Color worksheet. Take a screenshot. Fill in each object below with its correct color. Each color is only used twice. My favorite color is red. This is Benny. Benny, 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 Benny. Benny. I've got another paper over here. My favorite color is red. Freddy. B-. Am I supposed to solve this? You must really like red. Caleb. 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 Caleb likes the red guard. He was the one that was arrested, right? RJ. RJ? Makes me wonder if it was supposed to be just the letters R and J and they didn't know that you're not supposed to sound it out. Let's take a screenshot of that. Please don't make me solve it. Grade 1. Some chalk. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is an infinity sign that's turned sideways. But the paper's not turned sideways. So it was intentional. I might screenshot that just in case. This globe, I can't rotate. Uh-oh. Okay, it's not asking me to do it. I really don't want to have to solve. Although we did see some answers that were close, so we'd be able to kind of copy someone. Anything else? Can this be turned? No. Red flag. Colors. Blue, violet, red, orange, yellow, just in case. Screenshot that. Okay. Where are we? All right, let's go north. You know, I never noticed that that effect of the library is to draw less common floor plans. Oh, did I forget to check out a book last time? Let's get, you know what, I want the pump system just because I haven't come across the pump room yet. And when I do, I want to be prepared for it. Okay, so we might get something less common here. We're going east. The aquarium. The vault plus 40 coins and requires 3. Whoa. The wine cellar, I've done that, right? Pretty sure I've done that. The aquarium is every color. I'm going which way? Yeah. The vault is going to dead end. Can you imagine? Look, this would be killing off my second room. I'd only have one more door left. I'm going to do it, though. 40 coins, and I've never been here. Okay, I'm pretty sure if I had those keys, this is where I would use them. Oh, I want more. Gimme, 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 gimme. Alright, we've seen the date a few times. So definitely a few places to learn that. I can pick up these tickets. Anything? Nope, nothing back there. What the heck are you? In a vault? Just a bunch of things. What is going on here? Hey, there's a rook. There's a rook in the vault. Let me note that down real quick. Because there's a rook in the nook. Rook in the vault. Okay. So, yeah, if I had the keys. One day I got 2 keys, but I did not get a chance to use them. I don't have them now. Too bad. Alright, which way am I going? Go back to the bedroom. Hope I don't end my day early. Got +2 steps. Up to 30. Oh, hey. That should help me not end my run too soon. Hallway, spare room, observatory. That would help me fill out the second. Oh, I don't have a gem. Spare room, hallway. I'll do the hallway. I'm facing west. Yeah. Oh, I don't have gems. I'll do the pantry. Get myself some coins, get myself some steps. Corridor, commissary, commissary. Oh, no. Oh. Alright, let's get ourselves some keys and gems. Anything else? Last time I was here, there was a picture. Yeah, Swimbird. And I had never noticed that before, so I don't know if that's new because I just recently read the book, or if it was always there and I just never noticed. Okay, we're gonna go through the pantry. Hope we get something northward facing. Oh, there's the foundation. I forgot that somehow I made it so that that would stay where it was for one day. I don't remember how, though. 5 steps from the orange. Nice. Alright, we've got to go with the West Wing Hall. I can't dead end, that's for sure. I could do the garage, that would get me 3 keys. No, that would be a dead end. So, billiard room or chapel. The chapel will give me a few doors. I'll do that one. Okay, while we're here, we saw one picture, and this might be it actually. She's wearing a hat, and she's got an unrecognizable stick of some kind. That's definitely not it with the feather duster. That's definitely not it with the... Oh! Look at the different types of hats, too. No, that's like a... Is it a pitchfork? Okay, interesting. I think we already know that this one is Mila, or Mila. This one, I was thinking is Courtney because it had the Roman numeral 7, but I'm not actually sure. So I think Roman numeral 1, if I go back to the notes from the orchard, is Rhina. And the statue in the cloister, if it's not Rhina, will be Orinda. So chapel number 1 is Rhina. I have no idea what she's holding in her hand. I don't know what that is. And I don't know what these numbers are actually going to lead to either. Okay, that's where I came from. Let's open the north door. Okay, there's the commissary, and I can get it this time I have a gem. And buy some items. But let me open the other door. There's the observatory again. Looks like it's going north. I don't have a gem though. I can get 10 steps from the bedroom. I can do the spare room. I kind of like the idea of the spare room keeping me going towards the center. So I'll do that, but I'll use that as a last resort if I need to. Go in here. Alright, let's see what we can buy. We can buy some gems, we can buy a salt shaker. I have no idea what that does. It might have something to do with when dinner is served. Sledgehammer. Metal detector. I'll get the sledgehammer. I'll get the metal detector. And I'll buy 1 gem. 2 gems. I've still got 20. Alright, let's go. We're facing east. We might connect to the foundation here. Use my key. I definitely want... Ooh, security's good too. That's a good one. The kitchen, I can get more steps. Security, I could bypass all security doors. Or lower the number of them. And potentially turn them off. Let's do a quick login here. Do the keycard system. I can come back to this if I need to. Right now I don't have a keycard. So I'm going to set that low. And then I'll change the offline mode to unlocked. If I can find the circuit breaker or something, I could also turn off all the doors. Oops, I didn't mean to exit. I would like to log in to the network as well. That way, if I happen to come across another computer, I can do security stuff from it. There's the foundation. Oh, we've got our metal detector beeping. Probably for something in the foundation, huh? Let me just open this door real quick, but I might go... Oh, here we go. There's a coin. Ooh, I should save that. Because right now, one of my main goals would be to get to the back of the foundation. Oh. It's a security door. It was last time, too. I wonder if that's always the case. Got a passageway, a closet. I don't have the 2 gems for the passageway. Corridor is always unlocked. Are we on the corridor? Will it have pictures in it? Oh, please, please have pictures. This is 6C6. That's the one I needed, right? Yeah. Let's head in here and see what pictures we have. Plane and planet. T. So maybe I had done that one before because I had a T with a question mark. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. If we count small gates, well, we already saw one example of a date opening a lock. And it opened a lock on a small gate. So next time we come across, what is that? A fedora? We're in the corridor. Fedora in the corridor. The last time I saw a fedora had a number in it. Does this one? Yeah, it has. But it must not be important. Okay. Where are we going? We're going to 6-4. Or rather, D6, I should say. The dining room. The reading nook will give me a key. This is funny. You'll always draw the library while drafting in this room. But... ooh, experimental house features. All three of these I like. But what happens with the reading nook if I've already drawn the library, which I have? The house features haven't been super beneficial. I'm going to open the dining room. Good. Alright, let's open a couple doors here. This is going east. Observatory. Lavatory. Should I spend my gem? I'll save it. I'll do the lavatory. I'm not sure I should go in there. Waste my step. Use my last key. The kitchen has food. And it'll go east. The breaker box. Oh, I can turn off the security doors. I gotta do this. I can turn on the garage, turn off the gymnasium. And if I come across the dark room, I probably don't need, I've already seen everything in there, so. Okay, we can go back through the corridor to the foundation. We're stuck over here. Right? Okay, now we want to turn this way. The door should let us through now? Yeah. Oh, bad luck. We need a door that turns left. I'm gonna have to redraw. Okay, the billiard room. That's it. I have a feeling we're not going to be able to get there, but this will give us a couple keys at least, so that wasn't too bad. Four squared is 16. They added a new symbol here, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't explained before. We've got 6 squared is 36 minus 16 is 20. We have 16 minus 1 is 15. Divided by 15 is 1. Ooh. Ooh. I didn't need it. But if I go back to the utility closet, I can turn the security stuff back on. Ooh, I'm running low. I'm running low on steps, though. So the question is, Do I just proceed? Oh, I didn't get keys. That's the first time, actually. Okay, what if this is locked? Okay, what I can do is go through the security and the spare room and hope that I find some keys and steps. Does the commissary sell food? Probably not, just the kitchen, right? Wait, yeah, go straight. Okay, what are we gonna do? We need to increase the number of security doors. So here's the thing, if it's offline, if I change that to locked, I won't be able to use my card because it's offline, right? So I should leave that how it is. Okay, where am I going? Through this door. Why didn't I unlock that before? Because it's locked. Okay. Go back through the commissary. Let me just double check this. What does the salt shaker do? I'll buy another gem. I'll buy the salt shaker just in case. Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra. Okay. I may as well buy one more gem. Because I feel like I'm hitting the end of the road here anyway. I didn't miss anything here, did I? Nope. Please don't be locked. What do we have? The den will give me more. The cloister requires 3. Oh, this will give us a chance to see what statues in the cloister. And also there was some kind of secret. Should I do it or should I do the den? I'm gonna do this just for science. Okay. This is definitely not Rhina, so this must be Orinda. And if I go back to look at pictures of the chapel, which one is holding that staff with the round thing on it? Oh, and the crown? Wearing a crown? It looks like that's number 2. Number 2 is Orinda. Rhina Orinda. Oh, I wonder if it's going to spell something. Right now we have R-O blank blank M blank C. R-O blank blank M blank C. Okay. Just a guess. Okay, what do we got here? 4 doors. 3 more doors, that is. We're headed south. The reading nook will give me, oh, I can't. The boudoir will give me more steps. This will give me a key. And I really need a key. I also really need steps. But I'm going to choose that one. Let's see what else we get. Locked. And then this one is facing north? Yeah. Dan will give me a gem. Closet, 2 items. I'll do it. Hopefully there's a key. Alright. I don't want to use my key. I do want to get an extra key. Just in case. Let's see what's going to be over here. We're facing east. Library, den, gymnasium, but I unpowered the gymnasium. Don't I already have a library? Yeah, I do. Den. I'll do the den, but I'm not actually going to walk into it because I really need to head back to the billiard room. So I'm going to go to the cloister, the spare room, the chapel, the commissary, security, foundation, cloister, spare room, chapel. And then what? Head through the commissary and security. We're really low on steps. But we're desperate. Through the foundation. What do we got? Yeah, billiard room. Oh, you know what? Wow. If I don't get food, I won't be able to use the elevator. The patio will take me south, which is what I need, but I don't have... Okay. Last chance. Redraw. Kitchen. I can't do that. I have to do the dark room. Okay. This is my last chance to get food, and my hunch is to use the elevator. I have to get one with a door that faces east. Ooh, and I have to get completely lucky. Wait, I thought I turned... Oh, no, okay. Nope. Nope, no door. Is there food, though? I can hear that there's an item in here. Oh. The lever. It gives us a G. Yeah, gates. We've read this before. What can I do at the workshop? Compass plus sledgehammer. Keycard plus sledgehammer? Metal detector? Oh, that's weird. It's not... Oh, there we go. Metal detector plus... Nope. Broken lever plus sledgehammer. Can't build anything. What is this again? Yeah. Okay. Well, there was some potential here, but did not work out in my favor. I sure filled out a lot of stuff, though. Alright, gonna walk through here and it's gonna end the run. Let's see our stats. Call it a day. Prosaic Villa, gotten that before. 27 rooms, that's pretty good. Rank reached 7, steps taken 59, 5 items, 3 new rooms. And we got the schoolhouse as well. Alright, well that's it for day 15. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.